Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Greetings from Glodon, China. So this is my name is Yu Yang, and I'm from the Glodon Asia International Department. So warmly welcome everybody who joined this Zoom online workshop for MagiCAD. MagiCAD for MEP professionals, and which will bring or maximize your BEAM benefits. So here are the speakers. So this is me, Yu Yang, and I'm the senior BEAM consultant and also the product operation director from Glodon. And then also my colleague Adam will join. Will also join the workshop and will present in the second part. We'll do a MagiCAD live demo. So here is about the agenda. So we will mainly cover three topics or three features from MagiCAD. The first part is the productivity and collaboration, and also we will introduce the MagiCAD, the part of the professionality. Here is the schedule. We will first I will first introduce the MagiCAD by some PowerPoints and videos, and my colleague Adam will do the second part, and then we will have our Q&A question. Please feel free to provide your suggestions and questions. We will very likely to answer the questions. So totally it will be about one and a half hour. Okay. Yeah. Now I will switch to the MagiCAD part of the presentation. Yes. So before I start, I would like to ask the dearest audience, how many of you are using Revit? So if you are using Revit at your daily work or on your project, please type 1 in the chatting area. So I would like to know, because MagiCAD is a professional tools, but it's based on the platform, either Revit or AutoCAD. So who is using Revit as a platform for your daily work? Please type 1 in the chatting dialogue. So also we can get familiar about each other. Okay, I will just continue. So let's talk about MagiCAD. Here is the background about the MagiCAD. Is MagiCAD as a company founded in 1983 in Finland. Now, so it's already over 40 years. So MagiCAD is, as we mentioned, is full service software house for MEP professionals when it's founded. And now, after 40 years, we are still focusing on MEP and BEAM. So MagiCAD has become a part of the Glodon in 2014. So as a subsidiary of a Glodon group. Here are some numbers for MagiCAD. So after 40 years experience, we have already more than 50 desktop users all over the world. So our cloud users are more than 300. So our the projects that have been using MagiCAD are already covered more than 190 countries. So as being a professional MEP solution, our unique features, like we have a deep cooperation with MEP manufacturers who are producing like pumps, air handling units, terminal devices, all these kind of MEP manufacturers. We have more than 300 manufacturers in close cooperation. So their products, we have been converting their products to BIM product or BIM component. More than 100, more than 1 million BIM object products are available in our MagiCAD cloud. So besides the products, the BIM components, we also provide tailor-made plugins and software for the product selections. I will come back to this topic later. So let's take a look about what is MagiCAD. I think most of you may have this kind of questions in mind. So basically, MagiCAD is a module-based comprehensive software solution for MEP design, and it's integrated with either AutoCAD or Revit, and today we also support BricsCAD as a platforms. So the goal or the purpose, as I mentioned, is to help our professionals, MEP designers, to conduct the professional design. So we have a lot of features for improving the efficiency and the professionality. So talking about professionality, such as calculations, such as the professional product models, are our unique features from MagiCAD. As we mentioned, we have our unique product database from the real manufacturers, like the international manufacturers, Systemair and Danfoss and Siemens. Those are the real data, so we can support our engineers to make the MEP design based on the real data. So what are the benefits? Why should we think about using MagiCAD? So I think the most absolute feature or the benefit for using MagiCAD is the efficiency. So from a project point of view, here we have a comment from one of our Turkish design consulting company. So it can save up to 30% of the total project time by using MagiCAD. And then from a solution or from a software tool point of view, so it can save up to 50% of time comparing with using plain Revit as a platform. So this is also another comment from our Polish design consulting company. So basically, either from a project point of view or from a solution point of view, MagiCAD can save between 30 to 50% of your time comparing with a traditional way of design. So that's one of the biggest benefits for using MagiCAD. Okay, also, so now we look at the offers, what MagiCAD offers. So before look at offers, we can take a look about MagiCAD real users. So here we have two customer groups. First is the designer groups. So most of the international leading consulting companies you can see here, like Aura, like WSP, Colby, and also Sweco. Those are the leading design consulting companies who are doing not only the building projects, but also the civil and also the infrastructure projects. And also some of them are doing the special design for like the factory, utility, and process, and also the heavy industries, like the Royal Haskoning. This kind of company, they are doing the special design for the industry related projects. And also the other customer group, which we will not go into details, but it's a very important customer group for MagiCAD is the manufacturers. So they buying our MagiCAD consulting service to convert their product into our cloud-based BIM product library. So as mentioned, so the designers can use the real data to do the calculations, to do the design in a more accurate way. So what are the offers for MagiCAD? So we have the different MEP modules for ventilation, piping, electrical, and also for the spot and hangers. We have different modules for for professional design, either on AutoCAD or on Revit. So we also have plugins and also some selection and configuration tools for the product selections and calculations. So let's look at about the features. What are the main features for our functions for MagiCAD as a professional solution? I think the first part of the feature is the productivity. It mainly includes automatic modeling and modification functions. And of course, besides the modeling, the coordination is very important. I will come back to these two parts about the productivity in later part. So the second group of the highlight feature is the professionality. So I think following functions are mostly needed in the daily MEP design. It's a calculations integrated with the platform, with the beam modeling, and then also the beam library, which is provide the manufacturer data for the accurate calculation and the sizing and also the design, the system design. The third is, which is also very important. For example, if we want to do some design in Middle East area or in any other overseas area, so the localized content is very needed, which will be also further elaborate in the later part. So basically, productivity and professionality are the two main features for MagiCAD. They can either be used combined together, or they can be used separately. For example, for some of the users, like technicians or beam modelers, we can mainly focusing on the productivity part of the features for MagiCAD. So first of all, let's take a look about the productivities of the highlight feature for MagiCAD. So here is one comparison between if you are using the plain Revit, although it has the MEP design functions, you can see the difference here, a comparison between MagiCAD for Revit and the plain Revit.
What we're going to go through now, as you can see, we have split the screen. One side's MagiCAD, one side's Revit.
So basically, what is this video is to show we want to finish a very easy task to make some crossings for multiple disciplines, like the duct, the circular duct, and also the cable tray to go across a ventilation duct, rectangular duct. So by using the traditional way for Revit, based on Revit, you have to do a lot of sessions and a lot of modifications. But inside Revit, inside MagiCAD, we have professional functions and features. So which will enable the users to by only few clicks to see the same task by using MagiCAD for Revit. It's already done, less than 1 minute. But then still on the right-hand side for Revit, it's still like halfway ongoing. If we speed up it a little bit, you can see almost it takes 2 minutes, which is double the time for a Revit user can finish the same task or the same challenge, where MagiCAD can already be done by 50% of the time, less than 1 minute. So these kind of crossings and these kind of modifications will be repeated, I think, in maybe hundreds and more than hundreds, almost thousands of times for each single project. So just you can make a very simple calculation how much time can be saved comparing between the MagiCAD and plain Revit. Okay, so here is another example. So inside MagiCAD, if we want to draw a two like this kind of a standard connections with different elevations and different angles, this is 90 degrees, but they have different elevations. So what do you do for a plain Revit? So you have to maybe again do a lot of sessions and a lot of changes. But then in MagiCAD, we have already provided some default standard connections like this kind of 40, 45, 30 degrees. So you can see here 30, 45, and 60 degree standard connections. And then MagiCAD can even recommend what are the best way to do this kind of standard connections. So these are some simple, but I think very impressive features, examples for how to improve the daily modeling, the efficiency of the daily modeling. Yeah, we can also provide another 3, 4, or maybe 10 examples, but due to the limited time, we just go to the next page. So here is about the coordinations and collaborations. So MagiCAD can do not only inside the MEP discipline, but also between architecture, structure, and MEP engineers. So we can do the clash detection inside Revit without need to go to the Navisworks, only inside the Revit by using MagiCAD. On top of Revit, you can do the clash detections and have the clash detection report. And my colleague Adam will show in the details in the second part. And also, it's a builder's work for openings tools. By using these functions, you can easily have this provision for voice, the wall openings in architecture models. And also, we have this kind of very well-developed IFC functions. You can export all the models, design models, to IFC format and to deliver it to any third party of your partner project. We can just take the very quick example about this builder's work tool, provision for voice. So here is like the setup interface. You can set up your user-defined parameters for how the wall openings will be developed, will be conducted. How much is the gap? How much is the distance? And then all these kind of setups, it's very easy to be modified and changed and can be saved in the project template inside MagiCAD. Okay, so here's the result. I just take some screenshot and you will see the real effect in the live demo part. So you see all these voice or wall openings can be automatically generated by just several very simple clicks. Here are also some further results. So all these wall openings we can have the tag, have the dimensions as you wish. You can tailor-make those dimension tags on the 2D present view. So second part, I won't go to so much details about the calculations, about the beam libraries, and also about the localized functions features. Instead I would just mention some highlighted features. So MagiCAD inside we have a very powerful integrated calculation functions, which can calculate the whole system for both ventilation and also piping. We can calculate the sizes of the ducts and pipes, and also calculate the pressure drop for each segment of the branches of the systems. And also, besides the pressure drop, we can also even calculate the accurate operation points for each individual devices, terminal devices inside the systems. So which can be those kind of calculation about operation points can be further used in the commissioning stage before the system is going to put into the operations. So we also have the other calculations functions for electricals and other systems. For example, the cable trays and also the power load for the electrical systems. For localizations, so all these 2D symbols and dimension tags and line types and the way of calculation the pressure drop in the systems can all be tailored and localized as user defined purpose. So besides this localization, and also we have the library, which, as I mentioned, we have all these kind of well-known international manufacturers inside our library, and also we have this kind of a generic library, which can be defined by users. For example, if you want to have a very simple devices, terminal devices, this like air supply devices or the fan coils, you can use our the default generic the product template. Just type in the dimensions and the text, and also the technical parameters. Then you can make the calculations as the manufacturer product. And besides, we have the third way, just import your own user-defined families. And then we can also inject some parameters to the family and then to support for the calculations. So here are the cloud. So we have the over 1 million BIM objects on the cloud, which can be used for the download and for calculations and system designs. So here is a very compact and very important summary. By using MagiCAD on top of Revit, so we can help the users to increase 30 to 50% of the efficiency, and also reduce the time which you spend on each project. So the productivity features are the most powerful functions which are popularly used by all MagiCAD users over the world. And besides the productivity, those parts are the professionalities for the calculations and for the designs. So besides, we have some additional benefits, which is like MagiCAD is fully compatible with the BIM mandates requirements from different areas, like also in the Middle East and also in Europe. We have also the full integration functions for Revit and AutoCAD and also BricsCAD as mentioned. So here is like the whole family picture for MagiCAD. It can support the disciplines like ventilation, piping, and also electrical. And if we look at the Revit part, all these productivity features exist in the common modules as a MagiCAD highlighted features. And also we have this default MagiCAD Create and also MagiCAD Cloud, where you can download all these BIM objects from MagiCAD Cloud. Okay, here are some very simple examples, but very, I think, very impressive. So this is like a one large-sized hotel complex projects from Sweden, which has the size over 60,000 square meters. So it's been done totally by Revit, MagiCAD on top of Revit. The model is rather big, so it needs to be cut into 4 parts. But then all the calculation, all the design functions works through different modules. So these 4 small modules can be put into one big module for the detailed design and also the calculation functions. Here is another example from Poland, and again, this is a rather complicated systems and all designed by MagiCAD. You see these are complicated ventilation systems. So MagiCAD can support all the calculations, all the bill of materials, statistic, and also pressure drop calculations for the whole ventilation system. And also we have other projects has been conducted by our world-leading consulting companies like WSP and Rainbow, and also some construction projects. I won't go into detail, but here is another very typical example, which been done by one of our company, and this project has been done for the offshore oil-driven platform. So this is a rather unique project. So inside these kind of modules, the space is very limited. All the ducts and pipes need to be designed in a very accurate level. So MagiCAD is really good solution for doing this kind of accurate design. Okay, I won't go through all the details. Here is like the family picture for MagiCAD. You see, we have solutions on top of Revit, and also AutoCAD. So we have ventilation, piping, electrical, and schematic functions and modules to support the professional design for each discipline. And then we also have the AutoCAD part. But today we will mainly focus on Revit. Yes, thank you.